Get that style check. Put it in pockets till I get back.
What's up, guys? Jargens here. Today got Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle, and it's against the one and only Dean Blade. He recently did a showdown live with me, well, for half an hour of it. So yeah, we decided to battle each other, have some fun, and it turned out to be a good game. I'm actually pretty much using the team that I used in that showdown live, except for the fact that I've replaced Rotom Heat with a Zapdos. And the reason I did that is because the Zapdos I got off the GTS is from Japan, and it was quirky nature, which isn't the best, but it had some pretty decent IVs. It had 31 in special attack, defense, and special defense, so I was really happy with that, and it tempted me to use it, so I'm going to be using that this game. His team, the main issue I see is the Gastrodon, and I'll explain that a bit later. But let's just get into the battle and see what happens. So Dean's challenged me with his swaggy hat. Not as swaggy as mine though. Oh yeah. As I lead off with my Diggersby, and he leads off with the Rhyperior, and I'm like, wow, this is a pretty good matchup for me. I can just go for the EQ, do a lot of damage. He ends up switching out into his Trudy, which is Gramble. He gets the Intimidate drop, but because I am Choice Banded and I'm a Diggersby, this does 80%. Oh, that is just beautiful. The amount of damage that I just dealt to that thing is pretty much perfect. But I am wanting to switch out here. I don't want to do anything. I'm kind of predicting the switch into Braviary to take the Earthquake, but it ends up going for the sub. I'm like, I don't really mind. I can go for the Thunderbolt and take away his sub, and he can't kill me in return. Zapdos is bulky. I do have some defensive investment. Like I said, I'm the bulky set with sub, Roost, Thunderbolt, and Hidden Power Ice actually. So this thing had the IVs capable of having Hidden Power Ice, and it turns out it was Hidden Power Ice, which was fantastic for me, and it's just nice to have that, isn't it? If it was Hidden Power Grass, that would be good, but unfortunately I can't get Heat Wave in this game, so I couldn't have made it an offensive Life Orb set, because it just doesn't have the moves capable of sweeping or doing mass damage because of that. But because of this, I am walled by this Gastrodon, and I absolutely hate Gastrodon, and this is what I'm talking about. Gastrodon is just bulky, it doesn't die, it just Toxics, recovers, scalds, whatever it wants to do. Oh my god, and I always have difficulty taking it out. It's just one of those things, you know, everyone has like their kryptonite when it comes to Pokemon, who they can't take out and who they will never take out unless like by like extreme circumstances. One of those is Gastrodon for me. I do have a few. One of them is also Toxicroak, because in the rain it's just so incredibly powerful. And then the other is Mismagius, because after it gets a couple of Calm Minds, I am useless against it. Oh my god, I have so much issue with that when I play UU. But anyway, I'm gonna... Some stuff happens. I'm just gonna go for the Scald safely on something, but he does bring in the Gastrodon again. So I'm like, yo, I gotta Toxic this thing. Start whittling it down, and he has the Lumberry. Oh my god, and he can just get a Toxic off of me, and it's just creating too many problems for me, this Gastrodon. Dean probably bought it specifically to annoy me because I hate it so much. But either way, he's going to switch out, go into his Magnezone. I'm just going to Rapid Spin, get rid of the Stealth Rocks that are on the field, because I don't like them on when I still have Zapdos around. But this Magnezone is scaring me out. It's really powerful in SigGen at the moment. It destroys so many things. And because my Goodra is Resto Chesto and it's not like Assault Vest, I'm not able to take two of these, especially after the poison. So my Goodra is going to have to go down here, which is a tad unfortunate, but I can get some free switches in here on the Magnezone. Basically, when this thing comes in, if I have the right Pokemon, it would be good. But anyway, bringing my Diggersby, his switch out is kind of really obvious, so I'm going to go for the return, I think. Expecting maybe the Braviary to come in. But he does just bring in the Gramble as Deathfather, which was probably the better play. To be honest, I didn't even remember this was alive when I was battling. I was like, okay, it's probably dead. My Zapdos may have killed it, but no, the Gastrodon did switch in and all that. But he brings in the Rhyperior now, called Dahomey, and I'm forced to switch out, so I'm going to go into my Blastoise, who I figure is the best take on. I can get the Skulls, potentially get the Burn. I can Toxic it. I can Rapid Spin if he wants to set up or something. And actually, I don't think Rhyperior gets Stealth Rocks. I don't want to say anything, because I think it's Aggron's out the Stealth Rocks for him. I'm pretty sure he doesn't get Stealth Rocks. I tried it before. Well, I didn't try it because I don't IV Stealth or I don't breed. So someone tried it and it's not on Cody's list of Pokemon that can get Stealth Rocks, which I'll probably leave in the description below considering I just said it, if you guys want to know what's going on. But the Gastro comes in and I'm going to bring in my Fortress after Toxicking it, so I can get up some hazards. I want to get up my Stealth Rocks for the Braviary, just so I can get some extra damage on it, and if I do live a couple I can get off some spikes. But he did burn me and I'm just going to go down, I believe after this hit, or not after this hit, just after another Scald, because I'm not sure if the burn will take me out from here. Nope, I live with one and I'm just going to die to the Scald. Labyrinth is really cool and I wanted to get one, but my boy Tim, he made it for me. Let me just click Skype a second. Tim 3LPs, he made it for me. He also made my channel banner, so I'm going to leave his link in the description. He deserves it. He deserves his little shout out because, yeah, he made this Fortress. He took time out of his day to make a poke for me, and I do really appreciate that. And I'm just going to Toxic Stall the Gastrodon with my Zapdos. I figure it's the only way I'm going to take this thing out. So I could have gone into my Diggersby to take it out, but he does have a Braviary who will get a free switch in if I go for the Earthquake. And if I go for the Return to take it out, he has the Aggron who could potentially Mega Evolve on me. So I'm going to go into my Zapdos to Toxic Stall it. I went for a second sub there, expecting him to go for like the Toxic or the Scald, expecting me to roost up, but that doesn't happen. He just goes for the safe Ice Beam. And now my Zapdos is looking at low enough HP where he can Revenge Kill with a Braviary. With its Return, I ended up calculating this, and he did crit me and kill me. I was like, yo, that matters, but it turns out it would have never mattered. But so my Zapdos goes down. It does take out a Gastrodon technically, but he does offer me a free switch into my Tyranitar. And instead of going for like the Rock Polish here, I decide I'm going to go for the Earthquake because he's going to switch out into his Aggron or his Rhyperior. So going for the Earthquake was my better play here. On the Flying type, and as I Mega Evolve into my Mega T-Tar, oh my god, I'm still in love with this thing. It is so fantastic. But yeah, I'm going to go for the Earthquake, and it's just going to OHKO this Gate Guardian because it's not very good, is it? No, no, it's more of a specially defensive set his set is. So yeah, here's some interesting parts of the game, game defining even. So I'm going to go for the Earthquake. It's going to do around half after Stealth Rocks, so I know it's not going to be a 2-hit KO. But I expected him to switch out into Braviary, so I'm going to go for the Crunch. And it ends up doing a lot of damage to this Rhyperior. In fact, it ends up critting him, which basically just won me the game, because if I didn't get the kill, he would be able to successfully play around my Diggersby and win himself the game, and my Blastoise wasn't at a range of HP where it could do anything efficient. So Dean would have won the game if it went for that Hacks, I do have to say, but you gotta take what's given. And I'm just gonna win out the game now with my Diggersby. So I'm gonna go for the Brick Break here in the Magnezone, just like as a middle ground, just in case the Braviary wanted to come in on the Earthquake. So I'm gonna go for the Brick Break here, and after it dies, I'm gonna switch out, go into my Blastoise Death Fodder, and then come back in with Diggersby to go for the Quick Attack and win the game. So yeah, that's gonna be the game, people. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe. Check out Dean when he makes a channel. Check out Tim because he made that poke and made my banner. And also check out Zab, who's insisted on recording my battles for him. Wow, my battles for me. So I've had to let him, and I figure it's the best thing because sooner or later I'm going to become really busy. And so having him here to help is actually really good. But I still don't like it, but it's got to be done. So go check out Zab if you want to. He has this thing where only subscribe if you like him, so do that. Like, go check out a couple of his vids, leave a like and leave a comment, and then if you do like him, subscribe to him, and I'm sure he'll appreciate you because he appreciates all his subs. And yeah, that's it. So I'm out. So peace.